That's one way to get him going right there. Get him in the game.
Foul on Morehead number 12, Daniel Rio. His second foul. Number 24. David Bigelow on the line for 2.
We want to check. Let us know the check 1-2. Check 1-2. 32-25. Morehead 4:39 to play here in the third. I think we're finally connected. I think we're here. I think we are coming through. It's no.
Sit here. I'm sending messages. See if we are back on live.
With the rebound side battle for the basketball. Jump ball goes in favor of the Red Raiders. sideline, right, left for Tito Andrews. That's the top of the key. Ooh, on the rebound. Goes inside for Check 1 2, check 1 2. We're good. If you want to, I'm going to go grab my notebooks real quick. Check 1 2 3 4 5. We are finally connected here at T.W. Andrews High School. Glad to have you along. We've got cords everywhere. We had to run around, try and find out where we could connect at. Well, we finally got it, David. Finally got it, boy. 56 seconds to play here in the third quarter. 37-28 lead for Morehead. So we ended up shifting just left enough to get some signal on the router, and that seemed to be enough. Just enough to get the job done, at least. Now we're standard broadcasting the game.
You have got to be kidding me. we have went pretty much 3 quarters, and my man has been going outside. He's climbed water towers. He's climbed the building. I mean, he's not afraid of heights right now. He's been doing his thing. Whatever it takes to get Roco Radio going, he's got it going.
37-28 lead. Morehead with the basketball left to right. Webb grabs it to freshman. Covered tightly, full court press. Doesn't bother him though. Pass here to Perez is knocked out of bounds by Avan. It'll stay with Morehead. They lead it by 9, 37-28. The winner advances to face Reedsville here at T.W. Andrews tomorrow. Inbound goes to Josiah Thomas. Thomas hands it off to Woods.
Oh, what we got?
Looks like we have to stop for the clock. The officials stop. Melita says keep that spot for tomorrow night.
Oh, Lord have mercy.
We'll mark it with an X with some tape.
There actually is an X.
Oh, right, there you go.
Look behind the computer.
Really, there is? Oh, my gosh.
Maybe that's what it was.
Wow.
That's what my job is. My job is to have attention to detail and find everything around the game.
42.5 to play here in the third. 37-28. Morehead inbound for Thompson. Gets it in to Woods. Woods covered by Avan. Between the legs. Trying to get past the timeline. Does left to right here on the near side. Looks inside for Bigelow. The pass is knocked away. Picked up by Thomas to the bucket. Draws the foul. He'll head to the line.
Almost the and one, partner.
Well, the search for internet here at T.W. Andrews has been completed. Not to jinx anything. Knock on some bleachers, but we've traveled far east, west, north, south.
I'm telling you, man, this was tough sledding to try to find some internet service out here, but my partner finally found some.
First free throw is no good for Thomas. Morehead leads it 37-28. If you're just joining us, second free throw rolls home for Thomas. 10-point lead for your Panthers. Right to left for the Red Raiders. The senior point guard event with the basketball. Far side wing jumpers off the side iron. Rebound goes inside for Woods. Loses handle of it. Up in the air, picked up by Thompson. Thompson covered by 2. Hands it back to Woods. They're off in the far corner. Now pass the timeline to Perez. Near side corner, Bigelow fakes the 3, looks inside, passes batted away by Rios to the far side wing. Thompson hands it off to Perez, just off the logo now, far side wing 3.
Whoa!
Splash!
Here we go!
Perez with a smile to the bench on the timeout at the end of the third. 41-28. That's several buzzer beaters here at the Horn. Titus Woods had a 3 at the end of the first to help pace these Panthers. Well, if you didn't hear earlier, we have a chance to witness history tonight with the win Coach Damian Price would pick up win number 100 in his career at Morehead High School.
And my partner had to step away real quick. So we've got he's getting a pitcher. Okay. So my partner is leading the way in the broadcast, and now he's the lead photographer at the same time. And he's trying to find internet service. We're getting it, party. You do it.
I had to grab some pictures of Coach Price so we can post
if I could get you a raise, I would. I'm telling you.
We make it happen here at Road Co Radio as we start the fourth, 41-28, Morehead Panthers. Perez to inbound on the far sideline at midcourt. Both teams 6-6 in the regular season, the Mid-State 2A Conference. They split their matchups.
Yeah, let's see what we got going on here.
Looks like they're looking at the scorebook to get some clarification.
I think they're talking about a foul that. See how many fouls was on an individual player?
That'd be my guess.
And now he's over there talking to Coach Price, trying to clarify everything. So we're looking at start of the fourth period. We got Morehead 41, Andrews 28.
I see. It was Andrews' possession to start the fourth.
Okay.
Coach Price is battling for his possession, though. Now we'll have a time official meeting at midcourt to discuss who has possession. Coach Price brings his players in just in front of midcourt as we wait for the start of the fourth.
We might wind up getting
It will be Morehead basketball. Perez to inbound on the far sideline at midcourt. Glad to have you along here on Road Co Radio. Fourth quarter, 41-28 lead for Morehead. Inbound in the corner for Thompson. Bounce pass back to the basket. Bigelow in the paint with the hook. Can't get it to fall. Rebound goes inside to Andrews. In the hands of Zigbu. Haven handles it at the wing. Looks in the corner. Here's a Jalen Smith three. It's off the rim. Rebound inside for Zigbu. Zigbu to the basket with two hands after the rebound. Doesn't fall. Another offensive rebound for Andrews. Corralled by David Hill.
It's like Bigelow tonight's been pressing to find his shot. He's had a couple of good drives to the basket where he's got free throws, but it's been a struggle a little bit for him tonight.
Something to keep an eye on. I believe that is 4 team fouls. Make that 4 personal fouls on Jalen Smith. If I'm reading that board right. Nope, that's the third on Josiah Thomas. First free throw is good. Second isn't. Rebounded Thompson here on the near side baseline. Far side in the hands of Thomas. Thomas at midcourt now works his way near side. Past the press. Far side wing for Skylar Perez. Top of the key to Thompson. Handed off to Woods. Covered by 2 guards just off midcourt. Loses handle of the basketball. Picks it back up on a spin. Now on the far side corner. Pass it to the wing. Thomas past the first defender. Near the block. Goes for 2 off the iron. Rebound inside to Zigbu. Zigbu covered by Perez off the rebound and up the floor for Event. Near side corner. It's Rios. Spins in the paint with 2 hands. Doesn't get it to fall. Going for the rebound inside is Zigbu. He gets a hand on it to Rios just off the low block on the far side. And a travel.
Oh, that was big because they were getting they had hit a big 3-pointer right there, but it don't count.
So inbound for the Panthers. Roy Thompson looks to get into Woods. creates pressure on the guard covering him, then gets enough space from the coverage on David Hill. Now Thomas near
That's
side and a travel.
Yeah, he's shuffled his feet.
Just after grabbing the basketball. A timeout from Coach Irv Turner of T.W. Andrews. 41-29, fourth quarter, 6:48 to play. Tonight's broadcast brought to you by Two Rivers Plaza, Cooler Ice, as well as Ancor Compassionate Care, and our friends at Circle Drive-In in Eden. I left the live reads on the table, David. I can't read
You know
them.
what, partner? We missed 3 quarters of basketball. You know, not our fault. We're trying to find Wi-Fi service, and we don't even skip a beat, man. We just keep it going.
Oh, I was skipping around trying to find some
Well,
Wi-Fi.
I mean, you were skipping around, but once we get back on this broadcast, it's like we never missed anything. Maybe our audience did, but we didn't.
I wish we could have brought you the first 3 quarters. They were good quarters.
Yes, they were.
Morehead started off strong. A 14-8 first quarter. They led it at halftime 24-20 and then burst through in the third. They now lead at 41-29 with 6:48 to play. The winner advances to take on Reedsville. Congratulations to the Lady Cougars. The number 2 seed defeats number 3 seeded Dudley 44-39. They'll advance to Ben L. Smith tomorrow for the championship. Hill looks inside to Rios, back to the basket, covered by Bigelow off the near side elbow. Event in the corner to Smith for 3. Near side doesn't fall. Nice rebound for Thomas on the baseline. Gets it in the hands of his point guard, Titus Woods, who's covered by 2 but walks it up the floor. Far side pass to Thomas, trapped just in front of midcourt. Get it past midcourt off the hands of Woods, but it'll go out of bounds in front of the scorer's table. Andrews basketball as Hill sets to inbound. David Hill with the inbound to Event. Event drives to the elbow, kick it in the corner, far side. Rios 3. Off the iron, Sky rebound for Thompson. Morehead basketball, left to right. Woods covered by Event. Gets past the timeline, near sideline. Now on the wing to Corum. Corum covered tightly. Far side, pass it to the middle of the floor, make it for Thomas, who settles with the basketball. 2 hands on it, pass it to the wing. Now in the corner, here's a 3 for Kevin Corum off the screen. It doesn't fall. Rebound goes in the hands of Smith. Coach Turner says, come on, guys, we got to hurry. We're down 41-29. Up the floor, here's the drive from Hill on the baseline. Kick it back out to Jalen Smith into the paint. Blocked behind by Thompson. We'll have a
That's offensive foul. Yep. Morehead got the charge.
Oh, there's a charge call.
Yep.
So Thompson got a block on it and the charge call on the drive to the paint by Smith. Morehead ball. 5:37 to play. 41-29. Inbound to Titus Woods. Goes far side to Thomas. Thomas covered by 2. Gets it over the line to Corum. Now middle of the floor. Thompson pivots just off the logo. Hands it off to Woods. Woods spins off the coverage of Hill, but he picks it back up. Near side wing to Josiah Thomas. Corum comes out to the perimeter. Covered tightly with the pivot, with the dribble step on the left hand. Passes the far side wing. Thomas is going to get hit hard by Smith and draw the foul.
And that's, oh, and he's cramping again. That's the second time.
It's David Hill who's down.
Yeah, he coming out in the second half, they were doing shoot-arounds, and he started cramping in shoot-arounds. Now he's back to cramping again. It's been a hard-fought game for sure.
5:08 to play here in the fourth. He will come out on his own accord. Troutman will check in for him. And Cosme. Cosme will cover Corum on the inbound on the far side, past midcourt. Left to right for the Panthers.
Man,
we'll have a foul before the inbound.
That's an offensive foul. Scored Andrews' way. That was an illegal screen.
Case Cosme will inbound for TW Andrews. To the basket. Rios with the power dribble on the feed from Troutman. It doesn't fall. Bigelow powers through. They're going to call a foul on that.
I'm going to tell you, he might be struggling a little bit as far as shooting goes, but he's doing the dirty work. He's getting the rebounds, keeping the possession alive, going to the free throw line.
That's the first on Troutman. Inbound for the Panthers, past midcourt already. Josiah Thomas on the left side, right into the paint with one hand. Can't get the touch, but Bigelow with the second chance. That's blocked inside by TW Andrews.
There it is.
Good though from the elbow. Avery Bigelow, the senior, makes it 43-29 with 4:43 to play here in the fourth. Zigbu had a good block inside, but it just gave Bigelow enough space to reset.
Yes, it did.
He gets the turnaround just off the elbow and makes it 43-29. So with the win for the Lady Cougars, they advance to the Mid-State 3A Championship tomorrow night, 6 o'clock. We'll have your pregame show at 5:30. From Ben L. Smith High School, Jonathan Hatley, Jay Ramey on the call. We'll be back here tomorrow. Internet
Yeah.
permissible. As Andrews and Morehead winner, the winner of this one will take on Reedsville tomorrow night.
That's okay, partner. X marks the spot. We know now.
We know the spot. As long as it doesn't change tomorrow.
Yep, you're right.
Troutman takes it. The ball rolls to midcourt. Now start the clock for TW Andrews. Cosme near side to Rios on the wing. Covered tightly by Bigelow. Now he'll settle back in the paint. Troutman with the basketball on the near side wing from the free throw line. One-handed pass to Rios in the corner far side. Now back on the wing. Troutman's drive. Malik Troutman for two.
All right, they're going to press. Here we go. Oh, what we got? That's Andrews' ball. He stepped out of bounds.
On the baseline inbound. I'm not sure what that call is. Did they say he stepped on the line inbounds on the inbound?
Stepped on, yeah.
Okay. So inbound from Cosme into Smith, who will draw a foul in the paint and head to the free throw line.
You got to give it to Andrews. They're battling.
If you're Coach Turner, you want to get that team foul number from 3 to 5 so you can help slow down the game and get back into it. As Smith heads to the line. Best offensive player for this TW Andrews squad. The Red Raiders 6-6 in the Mid-State 2A and 11-12 overall. Both free throws are good for Smith. 10-point ball game now, 43-33. Trapped in the corner near side is Woods. Covered by Cosme. Crossover move. Woods gets past the timeline near side. Will stop. Back to the basket now. Tight coverage by the freshman. Handed off to Corum. Corum to the top of the key and a handoff again to Thomas. Thomas between the legs just off the Red Raiders logo with 3:57 to play in this one. 10-point lead for Morehead.
There
Thomas
it is.
to the basket with one hand. This is Josiah Thomas that we saw the last time these two teams played. Drive to the basket and a foul drawn on Troutman. Thomas was 10 of 17 from the floor. All of his makes from two-point land. They're at their best when he can get in the paint.
Yes, they are for sure.
First free throw for Troutman is no good. 12-point lead for the Panthers. 3:43 to play.
And Morehead's got the help that we knew that they needed to get for tonight for sure with Thomas and Corum. Bigelow's been a little bit off, but like I said, he's done the dirty work to keep everything intact as far as the league goes.
Second free throw is good. Troutman gets 1 of 2, 45-34. Pass midcourt for the Panthers, left to right. Far side. Just off the timeline, back to the basket for Josiah Thomas. Covered by Troutman. Turns his back again and hands it off to his point guard Woods, who loses Cosme. Now on the wing, far side, it's Thomas. Thomas back to Woods. Woods holds with one hand, right side dribble, now get it to Cora. Hip to the basket, now basketball, now get it to Thomas.
Partner, they're running
side.
this timeout for sure.
That's what they're trying to do here. They haven't even come close to the perimeter.
Here they
Thomas
go.
on the baseline, drive
There it is.
with two hands.
That was a great possession. You run a lot of time off and get an easy basket.
That almost ate a minute off the clock. Right side baseline drive. Bounce pass inside to Rios. The paint is closed by the Panthers. 4 inside the paint. Up the floor, Corum's wide open.
Oh my goodness, he missed him.
But Woods wants to hold the possession as long as possible. Crossover move on Cosme, past the timeline on the left side of the court. Left to right for the Panthers. Thomas is wide open for three. He's not going to take it as they hold for possession. Same for Corum in the corner. Now far side wing, Thomas holding the basketball. No pressure on the perimeter. It's stolen by Smith on the pass near side. And a dunk for Smith. Still an 11-point game.
Oh, man, I thought it was about to go Andrew's way.
Corum went to inbound. Knocked out of bounds. Reset for the Panthers. Thompson will inbound here on the left side baseline. In the hands of Woods. Covered tight by Cosme. Smith gets up in the air, blocks it on the pass attempt to Thompson, but he somehow brings it down. We'll have a jump ball in favor of Morehead. 47-36, 2 minutes to play here in the fourth. Roco Radio, RocoRadio.com. We'll have a full timeout. As we'll try and add Facebook at this point.
Seems like we're doing pretty good. And then I jinx it, and here we go.
Fourth quarter. Timeout, 47-36. Morehead over TW Andrews. If you're just joining us on Facebook, welcome in for the final of this game. Sorry for the technical difficulties earlier as we find internet connection here at TW Andrews High School. We bring you the final couple minutes. Timeout on the floor. And a 47-36 lead for Morehead. With the win, Coach Damian Price will pick up win number 100 in his Morehead career as the varsity head coach in his 8th season. Thompson will inbound here on the near baseline. Inbounds into Corum. Covered tight by Troutman. Pass it across court, now top of the key. Bigelow into Thompson, who goes right to the glass. 49-36. Opposite way, Cosme, the freshman, with the drive. He'll get to the bucket on the baseline on the far side. No bucket, but to the free throw line. With 1:45 to play. We'll be back on the airwaves tomorrow night for Reedsville in the winner of this one in the semifinals. Free throw is good. The freshman, Case Cosme. Comes the second free throw. That one's good as well. Makes it a 12-point lead for the Panthers. Thompson looking to inbound. Finally finds Thomas on the far side. Rios pokes it out of bounds in the corner. So a reset for the Panthers. Just off the corner on the baseline. Thompson will inbound for Morehead.
What we got? Oh, it got really quiet. Whoa.
Oh, we could even hear the phones ringing. It got so quiet. Are we looking at
the
clock?
time? Yeah. Let's see if they don't add anything, so should be good.
1:41 to play. Thompson
They need
looking
to
for
hurry.
someone to inbound
Oh,
to.
Timeout.
Wait, timeout from Coach Price. Well, Facebook didn't work, but we're still on YouTube, standing strong. Congratulations to the Lady Cougars who win the semifinal matchup with Dudley at home as the number 2 seed in the Mid-State 3A Conference Tournament. They advance to the finals tomorrow at Ben L. Smith. We'll have that coverage for you at facebook.com/Radio Rockingham. We'll be in for a treat here tomorrow night. We get Reedsville in the winner of this one, but before that, it's the top-seeded TW Andrews squad. They'll take on the winner of McMichael and Morehead tonight.
I have to find an update on that game somehow.
Don't forget tomorrow tournament time. 6 o'clock. We will keep the ladies in action. And following that, 7:30. Those who will hit the floor.
Inbound for Thompson from the corner into Woods, but it's knocked away by Consummate. Case Consummate, the freshman, drives in the lane. It's ripped away by Bigelow. Hands it off to his point guard, Woods, who's trapped by 2. Bigelow comes back to help. Getting through it is Woods. No pass. Goes errant into the hands of Rios. Now it's TW Andrews' ball. Right to left. Looking to drive the baseline, diving to the floor. As Consummate, they'll say it was knocked out of bounds by Woods, so it'll stay with TW Andrews. No score update yet for Morehead and McMichael girls basketball. Inbound goes to Consummate. Out in the hands of Smith, turns with 2 hands here on the near side, off the low block.
They cut it to 9.
49-110 to play. Inbound, another bad baseline inbound. It's going to go out of bounds on the far side. TW Andrews' ball. (49-40). 106 to play here in the fourth. Smith the inbound on the baseline. Quick inbound is knocked all the way across court. Almost out of bounds on the baseline. Save as a big play by Hill. He saves it. For just a second. Back to Hill. Crossover move over Corum in the paint.
That's a travel.
He went wild in the paint. 9-point lead remains with 50 seconds. They really needed that one.
One thing Morehead's got to do, they got to be very, very attention to detail right here. They need to. Wait, I thought that was. Okay.
Well, it looks like Hill is actually going to head to the free throw line.
I thought it was going Morehead's way. Okay.
So this could make it a 7-point ball game with 50 seconds to play if Hill can make both.
Oh.
First one is off the heel. First one is good. 3-possession game. Inbound to Woods. Corum's hurt on the court. He can't really get up the floor.
Oh, that's a
far side. Thompson, he somehow matrixes and grabs the basketball. Now in the hands of Thomas. He's going to hold at midcourt, force the foul. Here comes the bat from TW Andrews. .6 to play, 49-41. Morehead with the lead.
Oh, that is going.
This one happened. I was switching.
Another little screen.
Andrews will inbound with 35.6, 49-41. Inbound to Cosme. Cosme, the freshman, holds the basketball. He's holding it for too long.
Got to
Top
shoot
of the
it.
key, now near side. Smith off the screen
Oh,
for three.
my.
Nothing but net, 25.4, 6-point ball game, 2-possession ball game.
Okay, so now.
He's the guy you have to guard.
Absolutely. He's averaging about, 30 points a game.
The junior.
So if
at
you're
6'3".
if you're Morehead, you got to really get it in bounds. Hopefully you can get fouled, and this foul would probably, it would put you on the line, right?
Yep. So 25.4 to play. 49-44. Thompson to inbound, runs the baseline to the far side, gets it into Thomas. Thomas is going to hold it. 22 seconds on the clock. Up the floor, past the timeline, left to right. Now trapped by three as he gets past midcourt. Rios was in there. Smith was in there as well to force the foul and put Thomas on the line. Good job by Thomas to hold on to that, because that's the guy you want at the free throw line.
Yes, it is. Well, I haven't been able to say this all night. All you got to do is bend your knees, knock one down.
Thomas gets it. 6-point ball game, 50-44. This would be a huge free throw with 18 seconds remaining.
There it is.
Got it. 7-point lead, 51-44. Clock inside 15 now. Hill past the timeline, right to left. Hands it off Cosme.
He's got to
on
shoot
the
it.
wing. They're holding on to it way too long. Rios in the
He's got
corner.
to
And we have a stoppage. Timeout from Coach Turner with 8.1 will be put back on the clock. Yeah, you needed that shot in the first 4 or 5 seconds.
I know. My thing is, if he knew he's seen his team struggling, he should have called a timeout sooner. Yeah.
.1 remaining. Morehead 51, TW Andrews 44. All the timeout, it'll be Thompson, Bigelow, Corum, Woods, and Thomas for your Panthers. Andrews ball, Hill set to inbound on the far sideline. Inbound to Rios. Holds hands off. Now Smith couldn't shoot. Blocked by Thompson. What a play to end this one. Into the hands of Bigelow as the horn sounds. 51-44. The Morehead Panthers advance in the conference tournament to the semifinals, where they'll take on their county foe, the Reedsville Rams, tomorrow night. Tip off around 7:30 p.m. We'll have your coverage right here on RoCo Radio and RoCoRadio.com. Sorry we couldn't bring you the whole game, but we brought you what we could.
Yes, we did.
We know our mistakes. We'll be able to readjust tomorrow. We'll be able to find our connection a little bit faster. We'll be able to bring you this game. It might just be on YouTube and on RoCo Radio, but we'll be able to bring you the coverage. What a win for the Morehead Panthers. Head coach Damian Price picks up win number 100 as the head coach of the Morehead Panthers. And live to fight another day in the conference tournament. A key game when you look at the RPI rankings, Morehead came in at number 30, Andrews at number 21. This only bolsters that resume as they head into the two-way playoffs.
Yes, it does. And if they can get a win tomorrow night, wow. It's going to be a tall task, though.
It's the Rams and the Panthers tomorrow night here on Roco Radio, RocoRadio.com. We also have Mid-State 3A tournament coverage, the championship for girls basketball at Ben L. Smith. That'll be your Rockingham County Cougars taking on the Ben L. Smith Eagles, 1-1 in the season series. Rockingham County was able to avenge a loss earlier at home in December from Ben L. Smith late in the season on the road. So they have experience winning on that floor.
Yes, they do. That'll be a fun matchup, man. Rockingham County Cougars, we know what they're all about. Good fundamental basketball. Pass first team, looking for the wide open lady.
So we'll have that coverage with Jay Ramey, Jonathan Hatley starting, I believe that game starts at 6, so we'll have that coverage at 5:30. We'll be on the airwaves for boys action between Morehead and Reedsville from T.W. Andrews tomorrow night. Thanks for joining us here for the fourth quarter. I promise we'll have better internet connection tomorrow, and we'll bring you all the coverage of game number 2, the semifinals, here from T.W. Andrews. Have a great night, everybody. Thanks for listening to Roco Radio's coverage of local high school basketball. To find out where we will be next, make sure you head on over to our Facebook page, facebook.com/Radio Rockingham, where you can find this ball game as well as our schedule for what's coming up. You can also download our podcast of our games by heading to Spotify and searching for Roco Radio, or on Apple Podcasts. And also find our game archives on YouTube by searching for Roco Radio. Roco Radio basketball coverage is brought to you by Penrose Car Wash, voted #1 car wash in Rockingham County. Penrose Car Wash at 1509 South Scales in Reedsville has been serving the Reedsville and surrounding area for over 50 years. Established in 1970 by well-known entrepreneur Leo Rentz, this popular venue welcomes everyone. Penrose Car Wash, open 24/7. And find us on Facebook. Penrose Car Wash, voted #1 Rockingham County Car Wash 3 years in a row. Tonight's game is brought to you by Cooler Ice. Looking for a fresh ice and water option that's ready when you are? Cooler Ice is countywide. Find fresh ice and water at Little Caesars Pizza in Mayodan at 6734 NC 135 across from Walmart. And visit our local Cooler Ice dispenser at Schul's Home, 1635 Freeway Drive in Reedsville. And for all your ice and water needs, you can also find us at Penrose Car Wash in Reedsville at 1509 South Scale Street, or Two Rivers Plaza in Eden at 307 West Meadow Road. Get Cooler Ice, great tasting, fresh ice. Locations, steam power, 30 plus premium water, or 5 gallons at Cooler Ice. And when you are. Roco Radio basketball coverage is brought to you by Sandy Cross General Merchandise, serving the Sandy Cross community, Rockingham County, and surrounding areas of our beautiful Piedmont Triad since 1988. Rockingham County's community store at 164 Boyd Road in the Sandy Cross community of Rockingham County, celebrating our 36th anniversary. Stop by Sandy Cross General Merchandise for local pure brand gasoline with the cheapest price in Rockingham County for 93 non-ethanol. Sandy Cross General Merchandise is also your Nice's Sausage headquarters with great value for Rockingham County. To find out more about the Log Cabin Store, visit us on Facebook by searching Sandy Cross General Merchandise. High school basketball coverage on Roco Radio is brought to you by Two Rivers Plaza. Rockingham County's premier location for exceptional small businesses is Two Rivers Plaza at 307 West Meadow Road in Eden. Visit the wonderful small businesses there today at Two Rivers Plaza, your premier source for small business services. RoCo Radio basketball coverage is brought to you by Circle Drive-In in Eden, serving the best hot dogs in Rockingham County for over 50 years. Located at 111 Boone Road, Circle Drive-In is your home for fast and friendly service and an all-American meal. Stop by our old-style drive-in for a delicious cheeseburger, crinkle cut fries, and top your meal off with a milkshake or banana split, or choose from one of our many menu items such as buffalo wings, chicken tenders, steak and cheese, the chuck wagon, and so much more at Circle Drive-In since the 1970s. For good food, stop by Circle Drive-In at 111 Boone Road near the roundabout. High school basketball on RoCo Radio is made possible thanks to Ancora Compassionate Care, formerly known as Hospice of Rockingham County. Their name changed late last year, but they're the same community-based, mission-focused hospice and palliative care provider the community has known since 1987, providing specialized care for those coping with serious illness. Ancora's mission is to be a supportive presence for life's journey when greater comfort and rapid response matter most. Make sure it's Ancora Compassionate Care. They'll always be there because they've always been here. To learn more about how Ancora can support you, visit AncoraCC.org. Just as they are a supportive presence for life's journey, Ancora Compassionate Care is proud to support our local basketball teams on their journey towards successful seasons. Local basketball coverage is also made possible thanks to our friends at Rockingham Update, the community source for local programming, government meeting coverage, community events, promotion and broadcast, sports, local nonprofit news, and so much more. Providing digital community news on all platforms since 2007, RockinghamUpdate.com aims to serve Rockingham County with dependable information and coverage it does for local programming. Visit RockinghamUpdate.tv, your #1 IPTV station in Rockingham County. Thanks for listening to local basketball coverage on RoCo Radio, your home for local sports and all the hits. Make sure you tune in 24/7, RoCoRadio.com for great music, news, local weather, and so much more at RoCoRadio.com.